Hello, everyone, and welcome to Friday Night Smackdown with Earl and Sarah. Earl and Sarah proudly present to you Friday Night Smackdown here tonight on Fox. It's Friday night, ladies and gentlemen, and that means it's only time for one thing. It's time for Friday Night Smackdown. The fallout from WrestleMania 40. We're still riding on that WrestleMania high. And tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we come to you from the Motor City in Detroit, Michigan, ladies and gentlemen, a sold out crowd tonight again for the 18th consecutive time. The WWE have sold out their TV tapings, ladies and gentlemen, and SmackDown is no different. So tonight from the Motor City in Detroit, it's time for Friday Night SmackDown here, powered by the Hardcore Sports and all networks in between, ladies and gentlemen. And it's time to get in the ring. And it's time to get ready for Friday Night SmackDown, powered by the Hardcore Sports and by the WWE.
Up, no sunlight, so cold, sleep is nice, so tired, my eyes fight, they just wanna close back up tight, get up, hoodie on, hard work at the crack of dawn, this life ain't for the weak ones, no, this life pure only for the strong, feeling slow, shake it off, don't got time for negative thoughts, red sight, got the dot, shoot my shot, I want the top, never lost, got my plot, know my story, I know my boss, I will fight against the clock, time's a limited gift from God. One day I will have my victory, crush all my enemies so viciously, work so hard my hands are blistering, and they will carve my name in history.
Now with the hottest show in the universe, The Wrestling Experience, with your host Joe Cole.
Acknowledge me.
Coming at you with all the dope shit, freshest WWE content, and also through AEW. You are now watching The Experience, The Wrestling Experience. Now with your host, Joe Cole.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Friday Night SmackDown. Ladies and gentlemen, Denise was supposed to join us here tonight, but unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, she had family, other commitments. She cannot be here tonight. But, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not here alone, ladies and gentlemen. I brought in a Hall of Famer. Ladies and gentlemen, he's part of the Denti Bang Bang Gang. He's here with me on every Wednesday streams and everything else. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome the one and only Nick is here. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome Nick Adam to the story.
How's it going?
Hi, Nick. How are you tonight?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you?
I'm doing super fantastic. And happy Friday to you.
Happy Friday to you.
Um, uh, Nick, tonight we are on the road after WrestleMania. We're heading to Detroit, Michigan, and I'll tell you this much, Nick, an 18th consecutive sellout tonight for the WWE. And I'll tell you this much, I cannot believe how hot WWE TV has become. Where a lot of changes are happening with the WWE, ladies and gentlemen. Smaller sets, bigger audience. They're now focused on the audience now, ladies and gentlemen. You're getting the arenas all configured and everything else, ladies and gentlemen. They'll pack them into the arena. We're going to discuss that. We're going to discuss that tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I also have to discuss something with Nick also, ladies and gentlemen. The match ratings that came out today by Mr. Dave Meltzer. We have to discuss that. Some of which I agree with, and some of it I don't. Um, Sleeping Angels, how are you tonight? Welcome back to the streams. Thank you so much, Sleeping Angels. Thank you. Leslie, hi.
That's
Hello,
awesome.
Leslie.
Glad you had fun.
Yeah, glad you had fun. I had fun too over WrestleMania weekend. It was a lot of fun. That was Philadelphia was very kind to all of us here in wrestling land, ladies and gentlemen. So we want to congratulate that, and I'm glad you had fun. And yes, and the fallout from Tony Khan's AEW Dynamite. Oh boy, what a dynamite it was! Oh boy, we're gonna discuss that. We're gonna discuss it. We're gonna discuss it in great detail tonight. Leslie, thank you so much for your time and energy. Thank you for your comments. Um, boy, Cody
Doing
Rhodes
pretty
is
good,
on the
Sleeping
show.
Angels.
Oh yes, Pacific Angels, thank you so much. Cody Rhodes is on the show tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep.
Mitch Hosky is in the building. How are you, Mitch? How you doing tonight,
Nah.
ladies and gentlemen? Nah. Mitch, what is your question for us tonight? Not yeah. Well, there's your answer. Nah. Sleeping Angels, how are you? Mm. How are you? Thank you so much for your time tonight. And welcome back to the streams, by the way. Sleeping Angels, again, thank you so much for your time. Man. Great, appreciate it. We are just about, I would say 3 minutes away from SmackDown. 3 minutes away from SmackDown in Detroit, Michigan. Ladies and gentlemen, um, we hope that you all will be entertained by us tonight, ladies. Let's hope the show is good. Mitch, what do you want again? What's Mitch want again? Hi, Mitch. How are you doing? What's he saying? What did Mitch say?
He's talking about Prince
Uh,
Nana, and I'm talking about everybody's favorite megastar, L.A. Knight. Yeah.
so you still refuse to do the Prince Nana? Come on, Nick, you must do. You must do the Prince Nana.
Nana.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, sooner or later, Nick will get it. He'll get it, ladies and gentlemen. He'll get it. Sleeping Angels, how are you? Thank you so much for your time and energy. Thank you all so much in the chat. Great, appreciate it. Um, so tonight, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, we're in the Motor City. We're in Detroit. Sellout crowd tonight. We're gonna find out What are you looking for tonight's SmackDown? What are you looking forward to, Nick?
Cody Rhodes being there, Bailey being there. They released the poster for Backlash, and it's just Cody with the title on his back, which makes sense. I'm all for. But they released another poster for SummerSlam with different superstars on it, and Bailey wasn't on there. It was once again Bianca and Jade, and it seems like they're always putting Bianca on posters and stuff and leaving Bailey off and I say that because she's always like on Instagram saying, "Why do I look like Bianca here?" like as a joke, and it's fine. But she is the women's champion, and I think she needs to have a little more recognition. So I'm excited to see what she has in store on SmackDown tonight.
Yeah, well, we're gonna see what happens tonight. We're also gonna be talking about those ratings that came out today, those rankings for the matches. I saw your post and I did respond to it and I don't agree with some of it, but we're gonna discuss it. We will discuss it during the commercial break. We are just 1 minute away from Friday Night SmackDown. We're 1 minute away, ladies and gentlemen, and excuse me. We are just 1 minute away from Fox, ladies and gentlemen. We hope that you all enjoyed the WrestleMania holiday weekend. It was a great time in Philadelphia. I had a lot of fun. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, WWE met with the officials over in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, And it looks like not this year, but the year after, it looks like the Royal Rumble may be heading to Milwaukee in that direction. So it's a possibility. They are talking with the officials in Milwaukee. Um, so SmackDown is on the air, and let's see who's going to kick the show off, Nick. Let's see who's going to kick this show off because
Cody,
I'm
right?
kind of curious to see who's coming out first.
It's got to be Cody, right?
It's got to be.
Yeah,
Yeah. I love the new opening, the new signature. What do you think of the new signature?
I love it. I didn't notice it on night one, but on night two, that's whenever I started seeing it. Or right after night one, I think, whenever I got off the watch along and was able to um, look at Twitter and everything. And I mean, it. I love it. It has a very uh, Marvel feel to it, and considering everyone's comparing WrestleMania 40 to Endgame, that is perfect.
And one thing that they're showing you how Cody Rhodes won the title last Sunday night. And one thing that I liked about the ending of this match, Nick, I don't know if you're going to agree with me or not. He won it clean in the
Right.
middle of the ring, Cody. He
Yes,
won it clean. After all the shenanigans was in the match, he won the match clean, which I liked, which I was very happy about.
I agree. Um, like I said on Wednesday, whenever we briefly talked about it, I loved everything about the main event. There was only 11 minutes of craziness of shenanigans, as you like to say, and the 11 minutes that we
Mhm.
had was perfection. Um, I don't think you could have done anything better to give it more, besides getting a John Moxley coming back. But obviously, we know that they didn't
Right.
even think about reaching out. Um, so it was perfect for everything that we got, and I'm excited to see how it continues to grow into this new era.
Let me ask you something, Nick. Let me ask you. Do you think that the match was? Now there are some fans that says that the match was overbooked. What do you think about that? Uh,
I asked for the most overbooked match we could ever even imagine and ever think of, so I don't think it was overbooked at all. I enjoyed everything about it, and um, I mean, it was everything that we needed to watch Roman's title reign come to an end.
right. But another thing too. In all of Roman matches, they always had shenanigans in the match. So what makes this any different? Uh, that's what I don't understand. What makes this any different than his previous title reigns? Um, I didn't think the match was overbooked. I just thought it was just poetic justice for Roman because he got bitten by his own rules. Um,
Yeah, it I don't know. I enjoyed it, and I think it was, like I said, I think it was perfect, and you couldn't really do anything more to enhance it, and it was just, I mean, the it just, you couldn't have asked for anything better. So
no, and he won the match clean. It
yes,
was it
that was
was
the biggest thing.
it, that was the biggest thing about
That
the
was the
whole
biggest
ending
thing.
to the whole thing. He won the match clean.
Yep.
He didn't need any more help after that. So this Cody Rhodes is kicking off tonight's Friday Night SmackDown here in Detroit. What a large audience! Again, the WWE is just packing them in. Eat your heart out, Tony Khan. Anyway,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go there. I'll just leave that alone. I'll leave
Yeah.
that alone. Yeah. um. Um. Hmm. All right. Cody is going to be on the mic, and let's see what he's going to say. Here on Friday Night SmackDown. So, Detroit, what you want to talk about? That's what he's going to say. He's going to say that right in the microphone, ladies and gentlemen. And the crowd is chanting Cody, 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 Cody all over the place. I would say maybe about 18,000 plus people chanting Cody, Cody, Cody. And he's showing the microphone. He's showing, not the microphone, excuse me. He's showing the bell to the audience.
Do you think we get a new title leading shortly after the draft, or leading up to the draft?
That's a possibility. I could see him doing that. Who's making the comment?
Dakota, WWE Friday Night SmackDown, John Cena, Undertaker.
Okay, Dakota, thank you so much for your time. Thank you, Dakota. Thank you. Cody, go ahead. He can't speak. So, Detroit, what do you want to talk about? WrestleMania. That's what we want to talk about. We're still on the high. Mm. I was interrupted by The Rock. And it looks like we won't be seeing The Rock, ladies and gentlemen, until probably SummerSlam.
Nothing wrong with that. Go make some
Nope.
movies. I'm excited for Moana 2, and
Exactly.
Moana live action. I'm excited for them.
Right. Who told you that this was open night, Mike? You bitch. Oh, strong. I don't know what's gotten into me. The mood certainly changed. I knew what it was. It was awkward, uncomfortable, awkward. I'll be standing right here. Love it.
Cody with the shout out to Brandy yet again.
Yes, love it. That was a great segment, by the way. Um, yeah, so now who's going to take on Cody in France? That's going to be a good question. Who's going to step up to the plate and challenge Cody for that title
Yeah, I
in,
mean,
in Backlash? What?
I've been thinking about that, and I can't think of anyone that really deserves it. I mean, it seems like everyone is just no one's been winning lately
Mm,
besides Cody.
right. LA Knight. Oh, he's talking about LA Knight. Mm,
Yeah,
yeah.
I think they're doing 2 triple threat matches tonight to determine the number one contender for Cody.
Okay.
Um,
Well,
but
that would be interesting.
but all 6 of the guys that are in those triple threat matches, they've all been losing. So
Right. So it doesn't make any sense. Why would they get the dessert? I don't. I don't. and then there's Bobby Lashley. Well, Bobby Lashley, I don't. Mm, is there nobody else that you could go with?
Yeah, Santos
Kevin O.
Escobar is also. He just mentioned Santos and where I'm at
Yeah,
in the broadcast. So,
good.
uh,
And then he also mentioned Kevin Owens, but I, I don't know. Mm, mm. But also the draft also is going to determine also if this really is going to happen or not, because we do have the draft before Backlash.
that's true. That is true.
And that could determine a lot. Uh, uh, because Cody could stay on SmackDown and leave Priest on Raw where he belongs. Um,
See, I think I was going to ask you about this whenever we got to commercial, but I think they're going to switch the titles. I think Bailey and Cody, the WWE titles, are going to switch to Raw because USA is going to want to keep Raw Cody for as long as they can. Um, and then Priest, I think we finally see the break up the split of the Judgment Day, and Priest goes to SmackDown along with Rhea, and then Finn, Dom, and JD they split them accordingly on either Raw or SmackDown.
you know what we need to do here. You know what we need to do here at the Hardcore Spot. I just came up with an idea. We need to do a draft show. We need to do a draft show.
Yeah,
We
maybe.
need to get the list of all of the WWE superstars, and then get a list of all of the SmackDown superstars, all of the
Yeah.
Raw superstars, all of the NXT superstars, and
Yep.
then we mess with them. We mingle with them, and then we can determine who do we think
Yep.
should belong where and which show.
I like that idea. I do. I definitely do.
Mm.
We could. I mean, it starts the 26th, so we have 2 weeks until it officially starts. Um, and we know that
And
Braun
here
is
comes Rey Mysterio, ladies and
Braun
gentlemen. Go ahead, Nick.
is most likely. I think Braun is going to go stay on SmackDown since he technically is signed with SmackDown. Braun Breaker. Baron Corbin kind of spoiled it and said that he was going to go to SmackDown, and this is why I think they're
Oh,
going to switch titles.
the Bloodline is looking for their dressing room, and they don't have one because Cody took over the dressing room, and and uh, no,
Yeah, so I'm probably still a little bit behind you, but Cody just ended that promo with just saying undisputed WWE champion. So I think they're finally dropping the Universal part of the title.
so what are they going to call the WWE title?
I think right now they're still calling it the undisputed title because the title itself says undisputed, and then once Cody introduces a new title, the Winged Eagle title, he's going to bring it back. I think because that's what he talked about on the Pat McAfee show. But I think then they'll just call it the WWE title and be done with the
Oh,
Universal. That's what I'm
okay,
thinking. That's what I'm thinking.
It was right. I think we need to do a draft show.
I
I,
agree. I agree. I don't
I,
know
I,
how
I,
we'll
I
sort
yeah,
out the names and everything, but I agree.
yeah, yeah. I'm kind of like want to play around with the roster myself.
Yes.
Um. Okay, so up next, ladies and gentlemen, it's a triple threat match, and we're gonna get to determine who's gonna be Cody Rhodes' number one opponent. Next, here on SmackDown with LA Knight in the ring. So this is what I was thinking, Nick. I'm gonna propose this to Nick. This is what I was thinking. I think you, me, and Keenan get together and we
Hmm.
create a draft show. Now, what I'm looking for is your thoughts on it and his thoughts on it and my thoughts on it, and we're gonna monkey around with the roster from the ladies to the men, and we're gonna determine exactly who do we think should belong where, and
I love
who
that.
is the yeah, and who is determined, and who is the number one contender. Once we monkey around with the roster, that's what I want to do. I've always wanted to do that, but I never had the right people to do it with. So that's something I'm going to propose that we do because the draft, like Nick said brilliantly, it's in 2 weeks.
Yep.
So if we can create the show, put the show together, see who has availability that time. You pick out a few dates and see if you are available that day, and then we'll create the stream, and then we will monkey around with the both rosters and see exactly who belongs in which roster. Because I'll tell you this first, ladies and gentlemen, we could get a number one contender tonight, but how? But that could change once the draft comes in. That could change very dramatically because we have no idea. We have no idea who's going to go where in the draft. We don't know who's going to go where and what new storylines will be created. So I know one storyline though. I know one storyline that will never change, and I know that this is the direction they're gonna go with. McIntyre and Punk are on a collision course, and that I know is not gonna change. That I know that's not gonna change. That I know. Doesn't matter what show they're gonna be on. They're going to have a collision course after what happened this past weekend at WrestleMania and on Raw, ladies and gentlemen. So they're just waiting for Punk to get medically cleared so that him and McIntyre can mix it up in the salad. Um, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. We're in commercial mode, and we'll be back with more Friday Night SmackDown if you keep it where it is.
Yeah.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, after the second commercial break, ladies and gentlemen, me and Nick are going to go over these rankings. The night number two got for the match. I don't agree with some of it, ladies and gentlemen, but we're going to discuss that. Nick, let me ask you a question. Um, when you saw the Final Testament match, what did you think of it?
I thought, oh boy, I get to go to the bathroom now and then come back and just hope that it's over by the time I go to the bathroom, take my dogs out, get some more pizza, um, go and get refill my drink and get more get some prime and um yeah, I mean, I it just that was the only rating that I agreed with Dave on. He gave it like a 1.75 or a 1.25.
Oof.
Um, and I mean, he was spot on with whatever he ended up giving it. So the fact that Bobby Lashley goes from that to being in a number one contender, triple threat, or however, if they're two triple threats, and then we get the number one contender from the winners of the triple threats tonight. I mean, regardless, I don't know how Bobby Lashley even sniffs around the title picture, let alone the title that Cody now has, given that it's the most prestigious title in WWE in
Right.
all of wrestling right now.
Yeah, I agree with your assessment. Unfortunately, you could have gotten up and did all of that. Unfortunately, I was packed in. Anyway, I was subjected to it. I was thinking of you the whole time I was sitting there. I said, I wonder what Nick's thinking about right now when this match came through the curtain.
And I was thinking of you the whole time when I was watching the ladder match, and when Miz and R-Truth won, I
Oh,
knew that you gave the biggest pop in that stadium for the Miz
oh
winning the
no,
title.
no, 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 no! I didn't. I left. Anyway, they said the cab was running. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, and here comes Bobby Lashley. Here comes Bobby Lashley, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my gosh, ladies and gentlemen, Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits are coming out. Oh my God. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I just wish that they would do something else with this faction. I really do.
They got to
Um,
figure something out, because it's that match on Saturday, Sunday, whenever it ended up being Sunday. I think it wasn't it. It
nope,
wasn't it.
nope. And I'm sorry to say this, ladies and gentlemen, the match was not WrestleMania worthy. I'm sorry.
No.
No, no. It was fine for what it was, but that was it. And will I want to see it again? No, no. We will not be rewinding that match, ladies and gentlemen. Bobby Lashley's in the ring, ladies and gentlemen. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, in a triple threat match, there are no rules in this match. There's no disqualification, no count out. The only way the match will end is by pinfall or submission. That's the only way this match is going to conclude. So the winner of this first triple threat will advance, and then the winner of the second triple threat will advance, and
Okay.
then we will then have, they will go against each other, and that will become your number one contender. And here comes Santos Escobar. Now here's another person that I don't think should go after Cody Rhodes' title. I don't think. I don't know. I don't think he's championship ready. Not yet. Uh,
I agree. Given that he was another one that lost at WrestleMania. Um,
right.
like, why are we these
Exploring this.
guys are just it just doesn't make much sense.
So, all right. So now we're on the way now, and LA Knight and Bobby Lashley are tag teaming on God of Tasma, and Santos says no, I'm not getting involved, and Lashley gets kicked out by two. LA Knight now got a waist lock. He's trying to get the hurt lock to LA Knight. LA Knight now, nope, and throw out, and look out. Look out. Oh, Escobar gets tossed into the ring the hard way. And Bobby Lashley is stalking. No, LA Knight drags him out on the floor. And now they're going at it. Bobby Lashley and LA Knight are going fist to fist. And then he took everybody out. Everybody's out with a plunger. And we're going to commercial. So that's how the triple threat starts.
And so as we were talking about the wins and losses, and why these people that are in the triple threats, that do they really deserve to be here? It was interesting as the Bloodline walked up to their locker room. Heyman looked at Solo and said that that's the champion's locker room. If we want the locker room back, we have to bring the championship back to the Bloodline. So he's showing that wins and losses, especially at WrestleMania, are very important. Which that part is so good, and I do love that. Um, Maybe Solo finally gets a push. Um, and they can
Yeah,
actually
because
get a direction from him.
right, because I don't want to see a rematch with him and Roman. Dylan, how are you? Thank you so much.
What's going on,
Even
Dylan?
though, you know what's going on,
Chad?
Dylan? Chad, how are you? Thank you so much for your time and energy.
Earl, the reason you
Chad.
haven't seen me in the chat on your streams lately, I've been working and spending time with my 1-year-old nephew on the weekends.
Okay, Chad. Well, I'm glad that you are doing that, and welcome back to the streams. And thank you so much for your time and energy, and everything else. But I do understand. Everybody's got family. You got things to do. That's fine. Um,
Derpy Entertainment, Captain Insano shows no
Derpy,
mercy. Shows no mercy.
Derpy. Thank you so much for your time and energy. Thank you. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are in commercial mode. And we'll be back with more Friday Night SmackDown if you keep it where it is. My
Yeah.
name is, yeah, my name is ladies and gentlemen, and that is Hall of Fame Nick, ladies and gentlemen. And follow them on Twitch at Hardcore Sports. Follow them on Facebook at Hardcore Sports. Follow them on Instagram at Hardcore Sports. And of course, subscribe to their YouTube channel and hit that like button. Hit the like button on my channel, hit the like button on Nick's channel, and hit that like button on Hardcore Sports. We hope that you had a great Friday morning, Friday afternoon, not Friday evening here at the Hardcore Sports Network. All right.
Don't forget to subscribe to the new member of the network, Russell. Dropped her channel there in the comments, and she's doing Collision
Yes,
tomorrow.
yes,
With
Tatiana
Collision
did Brett
and Battle of the Belts.
Yep, Tatiana, thank you so much for your time and energy. She is the newest member of the Hardcore Sports, and she will be making her debut tomorrow night on the channel with Collision and Battle of the Belts. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, we are back, ladies and gentlemen, with the triple threat. Ladies and gentlemen, Bobby Lashley, LA Knight are in the ring, and the and of course, and look, Santos Escobar is on the top rope, and Bobby Lashley is going up to the top rope, and he's going to give him. Are we going to get a superplex? Are we going to get a superplex from Bobby Lashley? He's pandering to the audience, but he should be paying attention to Santos Escobar. And look out, top turnbuckle is Escobar. He's going to go for a ride. Is he going for a ride? Ladies and gentlemen, oh, look out. Oh, what a shot in the gut. Oh, and down goes Bobby Lashley. Lashley gets off the. Oh, and look out. LA Knight springing to the. And look out. Oh. Electric chair. Look out. Oh, what a maneuver. Bobby Lashley goes 1, 2. No. Santos Escobar kicks out at 2. Dylan, thank you so much for your time and energy. Greatly appreciate it. And look out. Look out, look out. Oh, LA Knight take the legs out of Bobby Lashley. And look out, look out. And oh. And he no, he did 1, 2, no. Ladies and gentlemen, your official tonight is Ryan Tran. Ladies and gentlemen. And don't forget, next Speed every Wednesday afternoon at 12 noon on X. And look out. Look
Dylan, all we
out.
know about the draft is that it starts on the 26th on SmackDown, so in 2 weeks, and then it ends on Raw. They'll probably also do the names that don't get called on the shows from
Oh.
Raw Talk or Talking Smack. But we don't really know what's going to go down. We were talking about that earlier. I think the titles are going to switch, but we're planning to do a draft show and kind of give what we think is going to happen, or kind of what we would do.
Right.
Jimmy Alvarez, WWE is the best. I mean, the numbers
Oh,
don't
Jimmy,
lie.
the numbers don't lie, Jimmy. Numbers don't lie. Again, oh, wait a minute. From behind. Algado Delvo Tasma from behind. And you knew the shenanigans was going to happen. You knew the shenanigans was going to happen with this faction. And look out. LA Knight now subject to the V down. Oh, no. But a power bomb. And is this match gonna get tossed out? Is this match gonna get tossed out? Well, there is no. Uh, Bobby Lashley now is outnumbered by Elgato Voltasma, and they're just wailing away. Umberto Carrillo, Angel Garza are just beating the stew. They are beating the stew out of Bobby Lashley. And this segment alone is worthy by Danny Melvisa put on to a better faction. Now, oh, from behind, referee has lost control of this match. He's lost total control. And Elektra Lopez is in the ring. And she's talking. Oh, and look how B-Fab with a kick. B-Fab with a kick. And look how, oh, and Dawkins, and look how, oh, everybody's taking out all this faction. Referee has lost control of this match. One, two, no. All of the shenanigans in the match. Oh, what a flatliner by Lashley. What a flatliner. Now why do you have to have shenanigans in the match? Why is this happening like this? And Lashley now, oh, Lashley just at the ring post like post cereal. Oh, that's it. One, two, three. LA Knight advances.
Yeah.
Yeah. All that shenanigans in the match. And LA Knight should win it when the smoke is cleared. So LA Knight advances in the triple threat, ladies and gentlemen. My goodness. Was all of that necessary?
Probably
That's
not.
a good. No. You're right
So
about
now
that.
you just go from the the uh the Pride to facing the Final Testament to facing Legado del Fantasma. I mean, I guess they're really zoning in on the faction warfare. So, I mean, that's that, I guess. Dylan, oh, I knew what it was. I was just curious on who you thought was going where. Um, yeah, I mean, I've been giving it a little thought, like off of doing these streams. I think the titles are going to switch. We're going to get Cody and the WWE titles going to Raw, and Damian and Rhea going to SmackDown, and then possibly the other three members of the Judgment Day. They'll be split accordingly. So, um, yeah, I mean that's all. I think it was Ila Dragunov is eligible for the draft. I think. Um,
Yes, I believe so.
they announced that Monday. Nothing on if Roxanne Perez is eligible for the draft.
Right.
Braun
And
Breaker, I'm sure will be in the talks, and I'm sure he'll just go right to SmackDown.
right. Um. All right. So Solo is coming out, ladies and gentlemen. Let me ask you something. Nick, during WrestleMania, who attacked who attacked LFO in the backstage area? That's something we need to find out too. That's another mystery. I'm going to say it was Carlito.
Yeah, absolutely. It was Carlito. He's not fooling anybody. Um, and the turn is coming.
Yep, I would agree with that assessment. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are in commercial mode, and we'll be back with more Friday Night SmackDown if you keep it where it is.
Yeah, it's kind of funny.
Yeah,
You have two groups win after each other, and LA wins. Yeah, Dylan, it's
yeah,
funny and kind of doesn't make any sense, but I
right.
guess it is what it is. Wouldn't mind see JD and or Finn and JD McGriddle being a tag team. Yeah, I mean you could do that. You could do Dom and JD as a tag team, keep them on Raw, or put them on SmackDown. Finn go by himself. Um,
Yeah,
there's so many different possibilities.
the possibilities are endless, Dylan, and that's the thing with this draft. You have a lot to play with this roster. I like I said before, I said again, I thought about this, and we were talking about the draft earlier, and I would like to make a stream about the draft. It's just about the draft. I want to play around with the booking. I want to play around with the draft. I want to play around with the roster, and I want to know exactly what we think who should go where. Who should go where? Because as I said before, I'll say it again, we could get a number one contender today, but what do you think is going to happen in 2 weeks? The landscape of WWE could change very dramatically, and we could be looking at a lot of different things. So that's something that needs to be spawned upon.
Yep.
Um, let's talk about these rankings for a second. Uh, okay, Bobby Lashley's match, I agree with it. I agree with it 100%. Cody's match, I don't know if I agree with that ranking. What do you think about it, Nick? What did you think of it?
The night 2, I mean, I don't know how that main event wasn't a 5-star. I mean, he rated it, what, a 4.75. What did he not like in
Right.
it that stopped him from giving it that extra 0.25 to give it a 5-star? Not that the ratings mean anything coming from him, but Adam Cole
Right.
has more 5-star matches than, or has more 5-star matches than Roman does, I think. Or I saw a tweet that compared those two. So it's just crazy how he gives more 5-star matches to AEW, but WWE goes on and does both, puts on good matches wrestling wise and a mix of that and storytelling. So it's just like, what is stopping him from being fair and giving the 5 stars to WWE as well?
I don't think he likes WWE. To be honest with you. If you want me to be perfectly honest with you,
Yeah, yeah.
he's not a WWE guy. We can plainly see that. Um, yeah, I listen. I disagree. I did the only thing that I agree with, like Nick said. I agree with the Bobby Lashley match. That to me, that to me deserves that rating because that's the only rating that I can give it. It was a C. The match was a C for me. It was a
That's being
C.
generous.
Well, yes, but it is what it is. But uh, that's the only letter that I can come up with. I know other people have other letters. But for me, it was a C grade. Just couldn't do anything else with it. And again, we're showing you what happened last weekend with WrestleMania. And Triple H came out and said that this was a Triple H era. And you notice now in WrestleMania they no longer sing America the Beautiful. They do the national anthem. They do other things, God bless America, but they won't do and they took away America the Beautiful because that was under the McMahon regime.
Mm,
And anything that was under McMahon's regime is being removed.
good,
So
good.
yeah. So look for those changes in WrestleMania. There was a lot of changes.
Dom and JD sucked as a tag team, though. I thought about that, and they barely won any matches. I think
Right.
that was part of them whenever they were trying to be the comedic part of Judgment Day, going with our truth and everything. I think if they got a serious run as an actual tag team, being that they're now splitting the tag titles and we can have two
Yeah.
different tag team divisions, I think it would be fine. Guess
And
wherever
Pimp,
Cody goes, you have to draft his number one contender. Not that he's losing the title anytime soon. Yeah, that's more than likely. That's what I could see them doing. Cody at number one. and then his whoever the number one contender would be. I could see that happening as in the the first pick of the second round, or maybe the second pick for Raw or wherever he goes. But that's the fun part of about the draft.
Um, okay, Dylan. Again, thank you so much for your draft questions and everything. I hope Nick answered all your questions. This here in the middle of the ring, Paul Heyman, ladies and gentlemen, and accountability. What did you think of Kelsey getting involved in the match?
I
And
loved it.
and he took the mask off.
Yep, I loved it.
I had no issues with it whatsoever. The Eagles football team and interfering in the match.
Yep, Jason Kelsey and Lane Johnson. That was perfect.
Yes, and he would be the Shield. Yes, that was right, Heyman. He came out and he dressed up as a Shield, and that was one piece of the puzzle. Now he's blaming Roman Reigns for the loss. This is what Heyman is doing. The Heyman is blaming Roman for this loss and all of the shenanigans that happened in the match. You all created bloodline rules. You wanted no holds barred. You wanted all this interference, and you live by the sword. You die by the sword. Uh oh. Solo just looked at Heyman. Heyman stopped talking. Solo now is looking at Heyman. Uh oh. Uh oh. Wait a minute. Is Heyman is? Wait a minute. Whoa! Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Uh oh. Uh oh. Are we getting? Solo says I love you.
That is so interesting because he came out there and
Oh
he said
wait a
about
minute from
accountability.
behind. Who is? Wait a minute. Who is that? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Fatu comes into the ring and he's beating the still out of Jimmy. He's ripping his shirt. Oh my gosh. What is this? What is this? What is this? What is this? Jimmy is being tossed out of the bloodline.
Wow.
Oh no! What the hell? Oh, the Samoan Spike! Another Samoan Spike! Another Samoan Spike! Another Samoan Spike! What in the world is this? What did we just say? Wait a minute. Solo just grabbed the mic. They smashed the phone. They smashed the cell phone. What
Well, I
is
mean,
this?
Roman did name Solo as the tribal heir, so this
Wait
makes
a minute.
sense.
Oh no, they put the chair around his face. What is this? What is Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. No, 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 no. Oh, don't tell me they're gonna do this. Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh
Huh.
wow. I did not see this coming. Wow. Wow. Um, Nick, what did we just see?
I, I
And can you explain what we just saw?
well, Solo was named the tribal heir. Um,
Oh
I mean,
my God.
I, um,
I,
I'm speechless in the sense of
I'm
what just
just
happened.
speechless myself. I'm kind of speechless myself because what did what?
So Heyman just said it's not what your tribal chief wants, but like I said, Solo was named the tribal heir. So I mean, now is that Jacob Fatu?
Jacob Fatu
Okay.
comes into the ring. He comes. Okay, I'm going to explain this. I'm going to unpack this, ladies and gentlemen. Heyman's in the ring. He's cutting the promo. He's talking. He's talking about wins and losses. He talked about accountability. He talked about the loss. It sounds like he was blaming Roman for the loss at WrestleMania. He sounded like that to me. That's what it sounded like to me from the promo.
Yep, I agree.
And he did blame Roman for the loss. Okay, so we got that part. We got that piece of the puzzle. We had that piece of the puzzle. Solo then gets on the mic and talks about wins and losses, and there's a need for change. I had thought at that point he was going to excommunicate Paul Heyman out of the bloodline because he didn't do anything in the match. No, that's not what he did. He turns to Jimmy. Jimmy then threatens Solo. He said, "Don't you try it. Don't you try it." And here comes Jason Fatu, and they attack Jimmy.
Yeah,
And
new tribal chief Solo Sokoa.
I am not gonna salute that. I am not saluting that. I am sorry. That was
Roman
just,
talking about
dude.
accepting the loss, but he's not there. Yeah, I mean, he was scheduled to take time off regardless of what happened. So, but I mean, is this the way that they're going to start Roman coming back and being a heel or being a face?
I don't know. And look out from behind, Jason plus two from behind. Look at this. Watch this. Watch this. Watch from behind. From behind. And they began to beat the stew out of Jimmy. Ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, that was Tama Tonga, not
Tama
Jacob Fatu.
Tonga. Tama Tonga. Ladies and gentlemen, excuse me. We got it confused. We were so lost in the segment, we got the name mixed up. We apologize. Tama Tonga came from behind, and and he's part of the bloodline now. And Jimmy's
I
out.
mean, exactly? Is this a way to Jimmy and Jay can have another run as the Usos? They both get drafted to the same brand. We see them, make up and squash their beef. As Jay said in the promo before their match at WrestleMania, um they would after the match,
C4
regardless of
energy
who won,
drink.
they would they could be go back to being the Usos again.
And then they would feud with Solo and Tama Tonga.
Well, if they were drafted, if they were all four drafted to the same brand, but I'm saying since Jimmy's been kicked out, you could just do the Usos and have Solo and Tonga and maybe a Fatu or a Lance whenever he comes in. You could have that next part of the bloodline be led by Solo, who is the tribal heir, like I've been saying.
Right. And here comes Braun Breaker, ladies and gentlemen. Braun Breaker is on his way down to the ring. And he's going to take on Cameron Grimes. Oh, we're getting an NXT match. I love it. Um, Former NXT people are in the ring, ladies and gentlemen.
Bro,
This is
I'll be right back. One quick second.
no problem, Nick. Take your time. Braun Breaker. Braun Breaker is in the ring, ladies and gentlemen. And we're getting ready for Cameron Grimes taking on Braun Breaker here on Friday Night SmackDown. So much to Impact, and Ryan Tran is your official in this contest. Lots to unpack here tonight on Friday Night SmackDown. And look out. Oh, waist lock by Braun Breaker. Braun Breaker now it has a waist lock on Cameron Grimes. Oh, what a back elbow. And look out. Shoulder block. No, he's not going to get him over. No, Cameron Grimes stands on his feet. Oh, what a back. Right in the back of the head. Rolls him up. No. Cameron Grimes missed. No, he missed. And look at, oh, what a nasty clothesline by Braun Breaker. And he spins him inside and out, just like a washing machine. Look at this, the clothesline. Oh, nasty. Oh, and what a shoulder block to the gut. And the referees asked him to get him out. He would have been disqualified on 5 if he didn't get him out of the corner. And look at reversal now. And Braun Breaker, no. Ooh, Tom Geary upside the head. Super kick by Cameron Grimes. And from the second one, no, he splashed him down and he power bombed him. Uh-oh. Breaker now is getting into that mode. And Cameron Grimes, spear. 1, 2, 3. Braun Breaker is your winner in a squash match.
Solo
Dylan,
was
thank you
the
so
only
much.
one not to lose at WrestleMania. Yeah, but he still got put through a table by Cena.
Right,
Um,
exactly.
what's going on right now? Solo is a threat level 10. I agree. We were
Yeah,
just talking about that earlier. I said maybe Solo finally gets a push and And sure enough, he's
Yeah,
being the
sure
tribal
enough, you
heir.
called
I,
it. You
I
you you,
did.
you called it. You called it, and there's nothing I can say about that. Um, and Braun Breaker wins in a squash match here on Friday Night SmackDown against Cameron Grimes.
Drink your prime.
Mr. Nefarious means winning his matches. Ladies
Poor
and
Grimes
gentlemen,
just made into a jobber on the main roster. Yeah, he got caught up. He was in the draft
yeah,
or brought up last year. He hasn't done much, but hopefully that changes. Um, the
yeah.
speed of Braun is scary. I agree. I mean, uh,
Uh,
how soon before he is jumping into the United States title picture? Um, him and Logan Paul, I think, would be phenomenal.
and what did you think about Stephanie, Nick, coming out on the stage and she got a new entrance music and everything? She looked great.
Yeah,
She looked
yeah,
fantastic.
yes, yep. I
Um,
love. I think I think it. There's no reason why she can't, be involved. She's not. She's not her dad. Um, I Dylan Dylan said she looked hot. I agree. Triple H in the press conference afterwards was asked about it, and then he took a minute and he goes, "Oh, I can't even tell you what I was thinking, or what I'm thinking now." So,
right, right,
um,
right.
yeah, I
Um,
Stephanie being back involved, even as of now, I think that was just a one off. But if
right.
she comes back into the play, I love the idea, and I don't see a problem with it.
No, I don't have any problem with it either. She was there with Nick Khan in the audience, ladies and gentlemen. They were sitting in the front row. And Nick Khan liked what he saw, the crowd. He thought that everything worked well for WrestleMania. And I'll tell you something, that new television producer that they have, he did a phenomenal job with the
Yes,
staging and everything. He did an absolute phenomenal job. And the production was great. The pyro was great. Everything was great. WrestleMania was a complete success from all around, ladies and gentlemen. Night one was okay, but I think night number two really blew the doors off
absolutely.
of everything. Night number two blew the doors off, and we really got a lot of shocking moments in night number two. Um, I'll tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. It was great, and let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. I have been to 11 WrestleManias, ladies and gentlemen, but this was the topping of the cake. This was the topping of the cake. I met people from Pennsylvania. I met people from Wisconsin. I met
What?
people from Orlando. I
What?
met people. I met people from Los Angeles. Um, yeah, yeah. That's people literally from all over. From all over. By the way, Nick, your WrestleMania surprise is coming in the mail. Just to let you
Awesome.
know that's on the way.
I'm excited.
Mitch got his today. You're getting
Okay.
yours very shortly, and Sarah will be getting hers very shortly. Um, so, ladies and gentlemen, we are in commercial mode. And we'll be back with more Friday Night SmackDown if you keep it where it is. My name
Yeah.
is Oracle. Yeah. My name is Oracle, ladies and gentlemen. That is Hall of Fame Nick, ladies and gentlemen. Me and Nick will return with you on Monday night for Monday Night Raw. Nick, we're heading to Montreal, Quebec, Canada, and we're gonna bring you Monday Night Raw. North of the border in Canada, ladies and gentlemen, for Raw. That will happen on Monday night, April 15th. Don't forget, Nick, make sure you pay your taxes. Otherwise, the IRS will make you snap, tap, or nap. Ladies and
I better
gentlemen,
get my passport.
ladies and gentlemen, start packing your bags because we're heading to Canada. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back with more Friday Night SmackDown if you keep it where it is. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, do not forget next Thursday night is a big special night for the wrestling experience. We will have Joey Wood on the show. Ladies and gentlemen, he's making his debut, the beat writer, the WWE beat writer. And, ladies and gentlemen, right now, Friday Night SmackDown comes to you from the Little Caesars Arena in downtown Detroit, Michigan. Ladies and gentlemen, and here's AJ Styles.
Phenomenal.
Yes,
See, that just
phenomenal.
doesn't have the same ring as yeah.
Yeah. What did you think about his match with LA Knight? The match was fine for what it
Yeah.
was.
Yeah, no, I enjoyed that. There wasn't many matches that I didn't enjoy besides the Philly street fight. Um,
Right.
yeah, I mean, that was right off the top of my head. I think that's the only one that I didn't like and didn't have any interest in from the very beginning. And then I know LA Knight and AJ Styles, the build to it was kind of slow and all over the place, but it ended up being solid, and I didn't mind it at all.
Right. Now let me ask you something. That while this promo is going on, which match which match at WrestleMania you found the most compelling?
It has to be the main event on Sunday. All the layers
Yes.
that were thrown in there, and
Yes.
Undertaker coming out instead of Stone Cold, Cena and
But
Solo. I kind of called how everything went down. That Cena came out and took out Solo, Jay
and
came out and took out Jimmy, and then ultimately I thought it was going to be Stone Cold and The Rock, but it was the Undertaker, which was still pretty cool. The reaction of the crowd, everything about it. Like I said, it was just there was so much in depth, detail and storytelling. It just made it perfect. So Bailey getting her moment, Rhea having her moment, Priest cashing in on McIntyre, like I said, which would be funny. It was hilarious. CM Punk being
right.
there on commentary, that was perfect. Um, yeah,
Well,
there wasn't much that I didn't like.
no, there wasn't much I didn't like either. Like Nick said, the only blemish was that street fight. I didn't care for that at all. I didn't think that was WrestleMania worthy. And would I want to rewind that? No. Bailey is in the ring now, and she's gonna cut a promo. The new women's champion, ladies and gentlemen, she's about to cut a promo in the middle of the ring, ladies and gentlemen. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, I'm glad that Nick brought up Stone Cold. The reason why, ladies and gentlemen, according to the PW Insider, the reason why Stone Cold could not appear at WrestleMania, him and the WWE brass couldn't come up with a monetary payment enough for Stone Cold to appear at WrestleMania. The two sides could not come to an agreement on just how much. Stone Cold, I think, wanted a little bit more than what the WWE was willing to pay him to be at WrestleMania, and he decided, they both mutually decide that that's not going to work. So inserted was the Undertaker. Um, so Bailey is just on the mic, and let's see what she's got to say. I love her match with Io Sky. I thought that was a really good match.
Yes.
And I like the way she won the match clean. I
Yes.
like that too. Um, and here she goes with the undisputed champion. So both champions are using the word undisputed.
So and I mean that's a good point as well. The women's SmackDown title now has been the undisputed, still the WWE women's undisputed. So it's still, the women's WWE is there, which is why I think again Cody is now saying about the undisputed WWE, and then it's just going to eventually drop to just being the WWE and then the WWE women's champions as it is now, and
Well,
Cody
and
will change as well.
right, and as you always said, Nick, as it should,
Exactly.
as it should. Um, because I hate that word undisputed. I really do. I hate it. It it devalues the title when you keep using that word.
Yeah, they've been unified now for 2 years. We don't need it. We can just do the retire the blue universal title to Bray, as Roman did, and retire the universal one altogether, to leave that to Roman, and move on, and Cody can do the WWE title, and that be that.
Right. She's thanking the fans for believing in her. And Bailey deserves it. Bailey deserved that WrestleMania moment. Nobody
No doubt.
deserves it better than Bailey. And she
Nope.
won it clean. She won it clean in the middle of the ring laser with the Rose plant. I was very happy for Bailey.
Dylan, I couldn't
Dude,
agree with that more. Speaking of looking hot,
oh,
Bailey coming out after commercial break. So that was before the commercial. But Dylan, I agree 1000%. She looks fantastic.
Tiffy time. Here comes
Oh, I
Tiffy
love this.
Stratton.
I love this already.
Um, so is this the new challenger for Bailey, Tiffany Stratton?
I hope so.
Uh, I don't know if she's worthy of that. I don't know if she's championship ready. I don't know about that. Uh, to give it that kind of a push, I don't know about that. It is Tiffy time. Yeah, it is.
SmackDown gets an A plus plus. They have Bailey and Tiffany Stratton on. We're good. It's already 1,000 times better than the last 2 weeks of SmackDown, last or Wednesday's Dynamite, all put together. We're good. We're on a send it to the moon. We're
And
back. SmackDown's all the way
and
back.
and ladies and gentlemen, Nick has already applied to be the guest referee. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen,
And I will call it right down the middle.
oh, of course you will. Uh-oh, and here comes Naomi. Naomi is coming down later, and she's gonna have something to say about this. Naomi is a former champion. Later, she is a former champion. Naomi. She could go after Bailey's title. Well, this is going to be interesting. I already beat you. Oh, okay. And then, of course, you have Bianca, who also wants a title shot. Um, she calls her a little girl, Naomi. She's earned every single thing she's gotten. That is true. I would say that.
Oh, so Bailey wants Naomi.
Mm. Okay, so Tiffany Stratton says that she wants a piece.
She also just said Naomi couldn't win a title if it glowed in the dark.
Oh wow, interesting. That's interesting. So we're gonna get this match, this impromptu match later of it. Naomi and Tiffany Stratton will be in the ring. But now here's the thing that I do. Here's the thing. We also have Jade in the mix, and she could go after Bailey for that title. But I can see that happening at SummerSlam. I can see that. I think you need to build that up a little bit more. I can see her and Jade in the match at SummerSlam, and I think that you should hold it off for that. I think you should hold it in the interim while you're building up to that. Then what you need to do is you need to find out who was the number one lady. I mean, you have so many of them. There's Tiffany Stratton. There's Naomi. Of course, you have other women in the locker room as well.
Yep.
Um, there is Dakota Kai. And you could bring her out of boring control, separate her from boring control, Lance Shelburne, and bring her out as number one contender. There's so many possibilities in the booking that you can play with here before you get to Jade. But don't pull the Jade card yet. Don't pull that trigger until SummerSlam. I think that should be that should work. I don't know
I
about
agree.
anybody else, but I think that should work.
1000%.
Yep. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, we are in commercial mode, and we'll be back with more Friday Night SmackDown if you keep it where it is. We hope
Yeah.
everyone will have a yeah. We hope everyone has a great weekend, ladies and gentlemen. If we are, this is the Friday Night SmackDown, ladies and gentlemen, the fallout from WrestleMania 40. Ladies and gentlemen, oh my gosh. WrestleMania was something, ladies and gentlemen, we will never forget. I told Mitch that. I told Mitch behind the scenes, I said, this WrestleMania we're going to be talking about for the rest of our lives. And I believe so. This WrestleMania had a lot of stuff to unpack, especially night number two, ladies and gentlemen. Um, like I said, the first night, ladies and gentlemen, it was really football weather. Ladies and gentlemen, it was. It was. Just tell you that much, ladies and gentlemen. But we had fun. We had fun. Thank you, despite Mother Nature, what she gave us, ladies and gentlemen. Walter, how are you? Thank you so much for your time and energy, ladies and gentlemen. Walter,
Yeah,
hi.
SmackDown is already an A++, Walter. We had Tiffany Stratton and Bailey on in one ring. Naomi came out there and yeah, it's A++. Tiffany calling out it's Tiffy time. Justin NXT guy. That's good, Walter.
Tamatanga. No. Tamatanga is just coming after Paul Heyman after he came out of the trainer's room. Heyman is threatened by Tamatanga and Jimmy. Uh-oh. Heyman has just been threatened by Tamatanga and Solo. You better know what side the bread is buttered on. Uh, that is not gonna be good. If I was Heyman, I would not poke the bear. One, two, no. Wow. I don't know what to make of that, but Jimmy is not looking good, ladies and gentlemen, in the trainer's room. Uh, hmm. I don't know what's gonna happen, but oh, and what a kick! What a kick by Naomi! Oh, and a leg drop to Tiffany. And look out! Oh, Tiffany kicks out at two. Look out! Look out! Oh, Naomi with a knee right to Tiffany Stratton's arm. I think she wants to break her arm. And oh, and she's twisting on it. And Tiffany now is grabbing her shoulder. And of course, there's no crowd participation in the match, which is a shame. And Tiffany Stratton now. Oh, is she gonna tap? It's Tiffany's on
SmackDown
tap.
Snap.
Yeah, and those are not lawyers, like those are wrestling moves. And you were watching Friday Night SmackDown, right? So, and Tiffany now with a clothesline to Naomi. Oh, and a shoulder to the gut to Naomi. Naomi now, Naomi now doubling over, and Tiffany Stratton. Oh, Tiffany Stratton now choking Naomi. Then she kicked Naomi. Tiffany Stratton. Oh, what a shot in the gut. And look out. Oh, what a knee. Down goes Tiffany Stratton. And look out. One, two, no. Tiffany kicks out at two. And look out. Whoa, reversal. No, reverses it. And Naomi now. Look out. And she. Look out. Oh, down goes Tiffany Stratton. And look out. Oh, and she got hung up on the second rope. Tiffany Stratton whips. Oh, and she just backed it up right on Naomi. Oh, and she's stepping on Naomi. She's just going after Naomi. Oh, what a pound on the back. Oh, what an elbow to the back of the head. She covers one, two, no. Naomi kicks out at two. Oh, what a drop kick. Look out, look out. And no, he missed. Oh, Naomi with a kick to the back of the head. And Naomi, what's she going to do with Tiffany? Oh, Tiffany now. Oh, Naomi eats the ring post like post cereal. Down goes Naomi. Down she goes. Down she goes, ladies and gentlemen. And we're going to commercial. We're commercial mode. We'll be back with more of Friday Night SmackDown if you keep it where it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, they showed a graphic for this match and it said WWE Women's Champion. Or the winner faces Bailey for a WWE Women's Championship match. So I think they are finally dropping the whole undisputed for both the men's and the women's, and they're just going to the SmackDown titles are now the WWE titles.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't have an issue with that. So we're going to see who's going to be the number one contender then. Okay.
Solo versus Roman at SummerSlam. I either
I,
that or maybe Bloodline Civil War 2, and they do Roman and the Usos versus Rock, Solo, and Tonga.
well, that should be, that's interesting. That's interesting. Except for one piece of the puzzle, I believe The Rock is going after Cody for that title, and I believe that will happen at SummerSlam. I believe that's the road I believe they're going to be traveling on, because The Rock did say when he comes back he's going to be looking for Cody. Ladies and gentlemen, um, um, what is your question, Brian?
Bruce Harper, Earl, I told Mitch that I feel your broadcasts are fantastic, and he said you are the best.
Oh, well, thank you, Bruce. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your energy. Thank you so much, Bruce. Thank you. Thank you. I greatly appreciate it. I've worked with some great people next to me, ladies and gentlemen. And they make me do what I need to do every day, ladies and gentlemen. And thank you all so much for your kind words and your energy. We greatly appreciate it. And please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow Nick on Twitter, ladies and gentlemen, and make sure that you subscribe to his YouTube channel. You know, just make sure you have the correct change, or else Mr. Nick will make you stop talking now. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back with more Friday Night SmackDown if you keep it where it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we're coming back on SmackDown, ladies and gentlemen. We're back on SmackDown, and Tiffany Stratton, oh, and Naomi now, and now Naomi now. What is she doing here? Oh, what a back elbow by and look out. Oh, and she kicked Tiffany Stratton, right? And Bailey likes what she sees. And look out. Oh, and she splashed her. And Tiffany Stratton. Oh, and she splashed her again. Naomi is going after Tiffany Stratton. Look out. Oh, down goes Tiffany Stratton. Down goes Tiffany Stratton. And look out. Look out. Naomi, what's she going to do here? Drop kicks Tiffany Stratton in the corner. Oh, and look out. Oh, and she's banging Tiffany Stratton right in the back of the head. And Tiffany, and look out. Naomi said, I'm going to win this match. Tiffany, and she goes up to the second. Oh, what a split-legged move. One, two, no. Tiffany Stratton kicks out at two. Mm. That was impressive by Naomi. Very impressive maneuver. And Tiffany now don't know where she is. She don't know if she's in Detroit or Philadelphia. Where she don't where she is. And look, oh, what a back elbow. What a back elbow. And look out, look out. And she rolls her up. And now what is this? Tiffany Stratton. Oh, double flip. And she covers Naomi. One, two. No, Naomi kicks out at two. And Bailey looks like she is concerned because I don't think she wants to take on Tiffany Stratton. I think she wants Naomi.
Dylan, I don't think Roman will be back by Backlash, but that would be great. I think Roman and Jimmy and Solo and Tama. I agree.
Yeah, I agree with that, Dylan. I don't see him coming back at Backlash. You know how Roman works. We don't see him for 9 months. Anyway,
yeah, I think it'll be the King and Queen of the Ring, or in Saudi Arabia, or just SummerSlam.
Right. And Tiffany Stratton now look out. No, she missed. And look out. Look out. Oh, and she rolls her up. One, two, three. Naomi is the #1 contender.
Oh. Well, she deserves it. Her and Bailey are going to put on a good match. So
I don't have no problems with that. And that will probably take place at Backlash. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, Backlash will be seen at the special starting time at 1 p.m. on Saturday afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We will be on the air with that Backlash at 12:15, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to be on the air at 12:15 for Backlash. And Grayson Waller and his partner, the new champions. Oh, these two. Oh, gosh. I just wish somebody else on the SmackDown roster would have became the champions of SmackDown. Not these two. But these two won the ladder match, ladies and gentlemen, and they are Grayson Waller and 8-Town Down, ladies and gentlemen, drinking things from his shoe.
There's nothing wrong with the little shoey.
So if he gave you his shoe with a beer in it, he told you to drink it, you would do it.
Yeah, I would do a shoey. Nothing wrong with that.
His dirty feet was in the shoe. No, you don't drink that, Nick. You want all parasite inside you? Oh, Nick, gross. You ever heard of athlete's foot? Anyway, ladies and gentlemen. Ew. No thanks. 8-Town Down Under, ladies and gentlemen. And the new Cats Republic. And now they're looking at Nick Aldis. We'll find him a challenger next week. All right, so apparently Nick Aldis says that there's going to be a new tag team challengers. All right, we're getting ready for the number one contenders match, ladies and gentlemen. It's Mysterio, Owens, and Styles. How much do you want to bet Carlito turns heel tonight and costs Ray the match?
I could see that, and then doing you do that match at Backlash.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yep, I could see
I
that.
wouldn't. I can see that. I can see that. Mm. So, anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we are in commercial mode. And we'll be back with more Friday Night SmackDown if you keep it where it is.
Yeah,
Hey, sir. Yeah. We already got something shocking here tonight. Are we going to get shock number two? We're going to see what happens, ladies and gentlemen, in that main event. All right, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back with more SmackDown. And thank you all so much for your time and energy. We greatly appreciate it. Ladies and gentlemen, and thank you all so much in the chat. We will return, ladies and gentlemen, with wrestling action on Monday night with Monday Night Raw. It'll be me, it'll be Nick, it'll be Denise, and it will be Sarah. We'll all bring you Monday Night Raw from Montreal, Quebec, Canada, ladies and gentlemen, as we head north of the border. Ladies and gentlemen. Oh boy! I believe Monday Night Raw is going to be great. We're going to have an Intercontinental title match. Ladies and gentlemen, we're getting ready for on Monday night. There's some intriguing stuff that's going to happen on Monday night, so I'm looking forward to Monday Night Raw. Ladies and gentlemen, we can't wait for that, ladies and gentlemen. So we hope everyone will have a good weekend, and we hope that you have a decent weekend and you enjoy your weekend, Nick. I hope you enjoy your weekend.
yep.
And yeah, we're gonna get ready for that on Monday night.
Can't wait for
Um,
for Raw on Monday. But first, tomorrow tomorrow is a nice relaxing day, and then the UFC 300 is on tomorrow night, and then the final round of the Masters is on Sunday, and I'm also golfing on Sunday, so that'll be a good way to end the weekend, and then get back into the swing of things on Monday night with Raw.
yeah, ladies and gentlemen, Nick Woods, ladies and gentlemen, Nick Woods, ladies and gentlemen.
Trying to be anyway.
Uh-huh. No. I don't think you try. I think you succeed. Anyway, I think you. I think you're going to give Tiger his run for his money. Just be careful with the swing, Nick, and how you strain your heart. Just be careful of that. You don't need a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but anyway, I'm sure he yells four, and everybody gets out of and everything. So, anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that should be fun. I hope the weather is good to you. Hope Mother Nature is good to you.
Yep.
Um,
Sunday
wow.
should be pretty good. So that'll be that should be fun. It'll be better than last weekend when I went. That'll be for
Oh
sure.
yeah. My Well, next week, ladies and gentlemen, from what I understand here in the Northeast, the spring will finally sprung. We're going to get temperatures in the 70s next week, ladies and gentlemen. I said to myself, I was sitting there watching the news last night, ladies and gentlemen. I said, why couldn't we have gotten those temperatures last weekend? That would have worked. That would have worked wonders last weekend. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that's the way the ball bounces. SmackDown sold out Salt Lake City, Utah, sold out Anaheim, sold out San Jose, sold out Glendale, sold out San Antonio, sold out Dallas, sold out Houston,
What?
sold out Memphis,
What?
sold out Raleigh,
What?
sold out Milwaukee, sold out Chicago,
What?
sold out Uncasville, Brooklyn,
What? What?
Philadelphia.
What?
and and Detroit, Michigan, 18 sellouts, 18 straight consecutive sellouts.
Incredible.
And yep,
Um,
yep.
I mean, like you've been saying since we started, eat your heart out, Tony Khan. You
Yep.
want to be them so bad that you are happy over an 8% spike in viewership that's still not even breaking 900,000.
Exactly. And I'm gonna tell you this, Nick. I'm gonna tell you this. They just said this a while ago. This SmackDown, ladies and gentlemen, outsold AEW in the same building. That is impressive. And if you don't think that that's impressive, then why are you a wrestling fan?
Exactly.
Why are you not a wrestling fan, ladies and gentlemen? Did you see how the WWE does not have to fudge numbers? You see what the WWE is doing in kind, ladies and gentlemen, and how they promote their shows and how they get people in butts and seats. And you yet and still refuse to address those issues.
Yep.
So, since you don't want to address it, the fans will keep embarrassing you with the photos. So, ladies and gentlemen, and Logan Paul is making a promo, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow.
I beat two legends at WrestleMania. I do admit one thing though. He did win the match clean. He did win his match clean. He
That's
didn't
nothing new.
use. No, oh, come on now. No, come on. No, come on. No, come on. Don't take me in the room and blindfold me and tell me where the light switch is. Come on now. No, come on now. No, come on now.
Setting up Survivor Series. I just saw a tweet saying about the way that they're building up factions. Survivor Series is going to be incredible if they continue to do war games or if they go back to the traditional Survivor Series. It would be it's going to be a lot of fun to see about that to see that.
Right. And here come Chelsea Green and Piper Niven, ladies and gentlemen. This is interesting. Now these two were on Raw. Now they're on SmackDown. Even though the audience will not be involved in this match, ladies and gentlemen. This is interesting that Chelsea Green and Piper Niven are on SmackDown. Is this is this foreshadowing that these two are going to be end up on SmackDown after the draft? We're going to see what happens with that. Nick Aldis, she's talking to Nick Aldis, Chelsea Green earlier today. Let me see if I can find the two of you opponents for tonight, says Nick Aldis. So Nick Aldis is going to. Nick Aldis is just rolling his eyes at Piper Niven and Chelsea Green. He just can't believe with these two and how nutty both of them are. I love Nick Aldis. He shows no punches on his face. He just oh. Oh, geez, here comes Jade. No, a storm is coming for
That's
you. Uh-oh. Well, far away, Jade Cargill looks like Dionne Warwick. She looks like Dionne Warwick in the face. She does. Jade Cargill is on her way down, ladies and gentlemen. You don't know who Dionne Warwick is. You can Google her, ladies and gentlemen. We are in the Motor City, and Jay Cargill now. Jay Cargill, and who's her opponent? Who's going to be her tag partner? That's going to be interesting to see.
Bianca would be my guess.
All right. Well, we're going to see who her partner is. Yep. You are correct. And here she comes,
It's like
Bianca Belair.
I know what I'm doing.
you should. You're in the wrong business. That you should be a soothsayer. Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, Nick will read your 2024 and 25 fortunes. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, and here comes Bianca Belair. I'm going to tell you this much. I think what Nick was saying before. Well, I think he said this last week. I think that Jade and the EST are going to be on a collision course. I think what's going to happen here is somebody's going to turn heel on somebody, and it's just somebody's going to be feuding with each other.
Yep.
And I would say, I I would say this is gonna happen sooner rather than later because both of them got egos and both of them don't want to share the spotlight. And Chelsea Green now, and Bianca Belair and Chelsea Green now's in the ring. I think this is the first time that Piper Niven and Chelsea Green have taken on Jade and Bianca for the first time. And they want you say you want me? You want her? Okay. And look at she's grabbing the braid. She's grabbing Bianca's braid. And look how and what a power slam by Piper Niven. Piper Niven now look out. Oh, bowling for dollars. Boom, boom in your living room. And look out, Piper Niven from the top rope. And look out. She missed. And Chelsea Green gets tagged in. And Jade is tagged in. Uh-oh. Piper Niven is screaming. She said no. Uh-oh. She got caught. Oh, down she goes. Down she goes. Oh, and a super kick right to the face. Uh-oh. Nick, it's all over. Jaded. That's it. That is it. What a
That's not a
squash
surprise.
match.
That is not a surprise whatsoever.
And that is a
Um,
squash. Were you shocked at that squash? I mean, if you went and made macaroni and cheese, you missed it. And Byron Saxton is behind the scenes with Kevin Owens. Mm. And Kevin Owens taking the belt, and he just pushed over CM Punk's T-shirt on the floor. Kevin Owens is something else. He said Dom Mysterio's a disappointment and an idiot.
Yep. So I'm a little bit behind you, but Byron just said WWE undisputed WWE championship. He did not say
I like
Universal, as his
right.
that's kind of been the way that they're going. So I think we're finally going to get rid of undisputed. We're going to get rid of Universal and all that.
Well, I think it's about time, Nick, because I told you this earlier in the show. I don't like that word I don't like that undisputed that
Yep.
word
Yep.
because it just stains the title. It just makes it's just I don't know. I'm not a fan of that word. I'm not a fan of it. I grew up on WWE champion. That's what I grew up on.
Yeah.
I never had an asterisk next to it or the undisputed. So that to me cramps my style as an old schoolist. I'm not a fan of that. So we're ready for the main event of SmackDown presented by eBay Motors. And that will be the triple threat match, the number one contender. It's Mysterio, Owens, and Styles. No, they're not lawyers, ladies and gentlemen. Those are men vying to be number one contenders for the title. And you are watching WWE's SmackDown. We'll be back with more, ladies and gentlemen. And Sami Zayn and Sami Zayn, ladies and gentlemen, will be defending the Intercontinental title in Montreal against Chad Gable. Ladies and gentlemen, that should be interesting.
And the last time uh,
Mm.
Chad Gable was in Montreal, he beat Gunther. So he tweeted out earlier and said, "See you soon, Sammy." Um,
And Sheamus returns to the WWE. Who's making the comment?
Alexander Harbula
Alexander.
with the rope uh, except
Alexander, how are you? Thank you for your energy. Yeah, unfortunately, we don't do number one here anymore. On this trip, it's
well,
been
there's a new tribal
outlawed.
chief, so we can. Solo is now the tribal chief.
You can do it, but I'll give him something else to remember me by.
Dylan says, "I hope KO wins, but it's definitely going to be AJ winning."
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
either one.
either one, either way, Dylan. I'm either way. You know. So we're in commercial mode, and we'll be back with more SmackDown if you keep it where it is. So Nick, let me ask you something. What do you think of the SmackDown so far?
It's been very good. Considering what the last two episodes were that we got, this is blown it out of the water. I'm not bored. I'm not questioning anything. The pace has been good. Um, a couple of squash matches, but it progresses the story of. I mean, they're getting Braun, onto onto SmackDown finally, getting him a win, which is gonna, it's just gonna be a way to build him up. I don't mind squash matches in that sense. And now we're getting into the main event, and it's been a good pace. It's been a good show, and it's been so much better than the last two SmackDowns and Dynamite all put together.
Yep, I agree with that, ladies and gentlemen. Dylan, it's just
Saluting my
solo.
tribal chief, Solo Sokoa. I agree, Dylan.
You, yeah, Dylan, you guys go ahead and salute. Go ahead. Go ahead. I have something for the tribal chief and all his minions. Yeah, I do. You come here to Brooklyn and I'll show it to you.
Let me talk to you. Yeah.
Let me talk to you. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I digress. Dylan, thank you so much for your time and energy. Thank you. We'll be back with more SmackDown if you keep it where it is. Ladies ladies and gentlemen, and we're back with more Friday Night SmackDown. So next Friday, Nick, here's what's on Friday Night SmackDown. We have a WWE Women's Championship match. Bailey will take on Naomi for the title. Mm. All right. So next Friday, we also have a Fatal Four Way number one contenders match for the Tag Team Championships.
Wow.
Authors of Pain, Elgato del Fantasma, New Catch Republic, and the Street Profits.
Okay.
All right. And then also next Friday, the winner faces Cody Rhodes for the WWE Championship at Backlash.
Okay.
So it's LA Knight taking on either one of these three men, and that will happen next week on Friday. So the lineup looks pretty good for SmackDown next week.
I'll say. Yeah, I mean, you kind of have to start pushing these new guys that weren't really getting a chance to have screen time because of everything being so bloodline heavy and so Cody heavy, and the those the top main event scene guys that were there. So now LA
Right.
Knight is gonna get time to shine. Um, Bailey should be right there as well. Bianca, Tiffany Stratton, Braun Breaker, they can all kind of step back into the spotlight. And it's gonna be a lot of fun. And then 2 weeks we're gonna get to the draft, and then it's all gonna change up again.
Right. Um, and the referee for this contest, ladies and gentlemen, is Miss Jessica Carr. Ladies and gentlemen. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the rules of this triple threat match: no disqualification, no count out. The only way this match will end, ladies and gentlemen, is by via pinfall or submission, and whoever gets that will move on to take on LA Knight next week on Friday Night SmackDown. And the winner of that match will go on to Backlash France. And here comes Rey Mysterio. And the entire LFO is on the floor, ladies and gentlemen. Ray is on his way down to the ring.
That is a good question. Why is the LWO not a part of the tag titles contender match?
That's a good question, Dylan. I don't know why they were left on the cutting room floor. Next week, ladies and gentlemen, we are in Pittsburgh.
Oh,
Pittsburgh,
interesting.
PA. Yes, next
Interesting.
Friday night, SmackDown will be in Pittsburgh at the PGG Center in
PPG PPG Paints
PG,
Arena.
PPG Paints Arena. Say that 10 times fast, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Over the Penguins, ladies and gentlemen. I've been
That's
to that
right.
arena once, ladies and gentlemen. I've been to that arena. It's a huge arena. It's a massive arena. And it is something else for wrestling. It's good for wrestling, I'll tell you that much. And look out. And upside down, down he goes. And look out. And whip to the rope. Ray, no. And no, he missed. Oh, kick in the gut. He's going to give him the pop-up mount. No. LA Knight got him. And look out. Oh. And look out. No, he missed. Oh, what a chop. AJ now up and over. Oh, what a forearm. And look out, look out. Oh, AJ stomach first on the barricade. Kevin Owens with a cannonball. Oh, right to AJ's face. AJ is down. And look out, Santon by Rey Mysterio. And let's see who goes next week as we're going to commercial. Well, if LA Knight, if I'm not LA Knight, I mean if AJ Styles wins this match, he and LA Knight will have a rematch for WrestleMania, and that will happen next Friday in Pittsburgh. So is that the road that the WWE is going to be traveling on here? Are they going to give it to AJ and have him take on Knight in a rematch? Is that what we're going to get? We don't know. It could
Yeah.
happen.
It could make sense to do that rematch. Definitely, their feud is something that can be progressed if done correctly. Which is, I mean, the way they're setting this up, I think that could be a very good possibility that that's the way they're going to go.
And that could be. Um, and Dylan, what is your question?
It's because they lost that so did AOP. Um,
Um,
AOP is part of it. AOP and the profits are both part of it. So
right, exactly.
that's one thing that I think that they definitely have to work on is figuring out wins and losses and the fact that it does matter in wrestling. They don't need rankings or anything like that. Even though I think that
Right,
makes it kind of fun and keeps it in order, but they got to start not just giving guys that are losing or teams that are losing matches chances to get a title shot. Like it just
right.
doesn't make any sense.
And you can't keep handing matches to people that keep losing their matches. It doesn't make
Exactly.
any sense. It doesn't look good. It's like why this person keeps losing, and then all of a sudden you give him a title match. That doesn't make sense. That doesn't look good in the booking realm. You would give title matches to people who have momentum, who is on a roll. That's who you give the title matches to, not people that are losing 135 matches per week. That doesn't look good. Now, I don't agree with that at all. But that's just me, ladies and gentlemen. Um, so anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we're in commercial mode, and we'll be back with more SmackDown. Dylan, thank you so much for your time and energy, and everyone in the chat, thank you so much,
That's what I mean.
ladies and
These
gentlemen.
matches are all over the place. It should be Profits versus Santos's group. I could agree with that definitely, especially
I can
because they're
agree.
they're putting Bobby into or they put Bobby into a singles um, match for to get into the contender part of it, and then it didn't work
Right.
out. So you could definitely do you can break down and do group versus group the way
Look
you're
out.
pushing all these groups and factions and
Oh,
whatnot.
oh, like Dee Dee, you're absolutely right about the factions. But you know something with the factions, you want to make sure that the booking makes sense. One,
Yes,
two, you don't just want to just mash everybody together because it's just the flavor of the month. You don't want to do that. Because that just shows that you're that's lazy. You don't want lazy booking. Um, so that's the only thing that I'm concerned with if you want to do it like that. And AJ now with a double thrust to the throat to Ray. Ray now, are we gonna get the 619? Are we gonna get a 619? Look up. Oh no, he got caught. He got caught, but he got that 619 got thwarted. Oh, what a neck breaker. Look out. And oh, and he pins Owens one, two. No, Kevin Owens kicks out at two. Dylan, again, thank you so much for your time and energy. We greatly appreciate it. Don't forget, Monday we're in Montreal. Next Friday we're in Pittsburgh.
who got pinned in the U.S. title match? Kevin Owens or Orton? I
And then
forget.
Monday we're
Wasn't
in
it?
Columbus.
Wasn't it Kevin Owens?
What match is that?
Who did Logan pin in the U.S. title match?
Oh, I believe that was Owens. When he frog splashed him from the top rope, he frog splashed him, and Owens at the pin. Owens at the
Okay,
pin.
so
And
that's
so,
another good point. Like Dylan is saying, why is Kevin Owens in the triple threat to determine number one contendership for a title when he just lost the
right,
title match in a triple
right.
threat? Why isn't
But
Randy
then,
Orton in? You know what I mean?
yeah, well, that's what I mean. I mean, you're handing out title match like they're sandwiches to people that don't need to be fed. That doesn't make sense.
What's up, Jack Fisher? Who's winning? Who's winning the green jacket? I think it's going to come down to Scotty or Bryson.
Right.
You can't say wins and losses matter, then have losers going after titles. I com-
Oh.
we completely
I can
agree, Dylan. No
we
doubt
agree
about
with
that.
that.
No doubt
There's no,
about that.
there's no doubt about that, Dylan. Oh, and Ray just splashed him, and now, and Mysterio down.
Jack,
Look out.
Jack, Dylan, you guys that are
Yeah.
jumping in late and being active, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I don't know if you're watching on Hardcore Sports Network or watching on Earl's channel,
Oh,
but please subscribe to my channel, especially Jack. If you're a golf fan, I try to put out some golf stuff as well. But yeah, don't forget to subscribe to everyone's. I say mine, but subscribe to everyone's channel. If you're watching from Earl's, go to the network. If you're watching from the network, go to Earl's. Go to mine. Facebook, Instagram, all
it's
that, all
equal
platforms.
opportunity subscription pie, ladies and
Yeah,
gentlemen. Yeah.
yeah,
If you want a piece of Nick's pie, subscribe to his channel. If you want a piece of the Hardcore Sports pie, subscribe to that. And of course, if you want a cherry on top and do my channel, you can do that as well. We greatly appreciate it. Ladies and gentlemen, subscribe. And please follow us. Follow me on Twitter. Follow Nick on Twitter. And follow
yeah,
the Hardcore Sports on Twitter. We greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much for your time and energy. And this match is going woolly wild and all over the place. That is what I like to call it. And Kevin Owens, knees up right now, back. He went for the frogs. He went for a swanton, and he got taped. Now AJ now setting up Kevin Owens. What is Styles doing? Styles is on the rope. He's oh no, and Ray stops Styles from going up to the top. And what's Ray gonna do here? Kevin Owens is just laying on the canvas like Rembrandt. What is this? What is this? What? Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! He's gonna give him the Styles Clash from the second row. Look out! Oh, right on top of one, two, no. AJ wins the match. I knew it. Didn't I say that?
yep.
Didn't I say that? Didn't I say that? I predicted it. AJ Styles is your winner, and he will take on LA Knight in a rematch from WrestleMania. It kills two birds with one stone. We got we have a number one contender to take on Cody, and then the rematch from WrestleMania. That's what the
Exactly.
WWE wanted to do. That's exactly what they would kill two birds with one stone.
Don't get me wrong. I love AJ, KO, and AOP, etc. But if you get pinned at Mania, of all places, then they shouldn't be going after titles at the very next show. Yeah,
I
we
agree with all of
fully
that. I agree with
fully
all of
agree.
that. Completely agree. I completely agree with your assessment, Dylan. But that's what the WWE does. So Knight is in the ring now, and he's confronting. Next week, ladies and these two men will get it on in Pittsburgh, PA, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to move on to Backlash, he says. All right, we're going to see who that's going to take place next week. Can't wait for Friday Night Smackdown next week. Yeah, I'll see you next week. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully
And
Denise
that
is able to join next week. I know I will. I'll be around. Pittsburgh's a little far for me to go on up there, but Cole Baton, who's the best wrestler of all time, that's easy. Roman Reigns, no doubt about it.
no, and then there's something about that that I
Kane and Mister 316,
oh,
John
okay.
Cena.
Okay.
Um,
All right. Who's making those comments?
that is from Big Load.
Oh, whoa. Oh. Okay. I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm not even gonna.
Andre the Giant, and then there's other people.
Okay. Okay, so thank you so much. Thank you to everyone in your comment.
Aldi Robinson is in here.
Okay. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for your time and energy. Friday Night SmackDown has been off the air. So, what I'm gonna do, ladies and gentlemen, is I'm gonna go to Nick because there's nobody else here, ladies and gentlemen. Nick,
Yeah.
yeah, Nick, what letter grade do you give this SmackDown, and what's your thoughts on it?
I know I was joking. I said A plus plus earlier. But I not it was good, but in all seriousness, I would say like a minus. I mean B plus maybe if you want to take into the account of that we got more squash matches, but in the sense of what we got for Raw after WrestleMania, the SmackDown after WrestleMania, it was right up there with that level with them not pushing the promoting going crazy or having any big names confirmed. I mean, we got a debut of Tonga, and the Bloodline now has a new chapter and a new sense of direction. It's exciting again. Um, Tiffany Stratton, Braun Breaker were both on the show. Um, Naomi was there by herself. Jade and Bianca as a tag team. Just everything about it was good, except for the squash parts of it. But I mean, they happen, and it was done correctly, I think, so we can kind of excuse it. And then now we have LA Knight and AJ Styles 2 coming up next week.
I'm going to give this show. I'm going to give this show a B. The show gets a B. Show gets a B for me. Light years better than what we got 2 weeks ago when me and Nick did Friday Night SmackDown in the Mohegan Sun Arena. Light years better than what we got. The only thing is, ladies and gentlemen, I did not give it a squash matches. The way you're treating the women's division, I don't like that at all. The crowd could see it. You could tell that them are not invested in the matches at all. Um, Not something I want to see, ladies and gentlemen. People that are losing at WrestleMania are getting title matches. I'm not a fond of that. Not fond of that either. We did talk about the draft. I'm going to talk to Mitch about the draft show. I'm going to present some proposals for dates that we can do this draft, and we're gonna talk about that. And I'll get back to you on that, Nick, and I'll see what you can do. I'll
Yep.
see what Keenan can do, and maybe we all can come together and come to a consensus on a date.
Yeah.
And, so yeah, so we talked about the draft. We talked about the opening. The opening was fine. I had no issues with Cody Rhodes coming out and greeting the audience. I had no problem with that. Um, they're trying to make Backlash shape up to be a good pay per view
Yep.
for the WWE universe. But like I said before, I'll say it again, ladies and gentlemen, that draft could determine and could change to alter the plans of Backlash going forward because the draft is going to happen before Backlash. So before we get to France, we need to find out exactly what superstars is going where, what new storylines will be created. Jimmy getting kicked out of the bloodline, that was a complete shock to me. I wasn't expecting that. But okay. Heyman blaming Roman for the loss. Okay, okay, and going forward and so forth. So, Tama Tonga coming into the ring and
Yep.
debuting on SmackDown, that was a complete shock. Wasn't expecting that at all either. Taking out Jimmy in the match, in the promo. I mean, not the match, the promo. So all of that mixed in with a great show. It was a B show, was a solid B for me, and it was good. The only, like I said, the only blemish on the show was the squash matches and the way you treat the women's division, and these people getting title matches after they lost at WrestleMania. Not a good look. I wouldn't have done that. That's something I wouldn't have done in the booking realm. But ladies and gentlemen, 18 consecutive sellouts. The WWE has done it again, and what else? What else you gonna say? You know, like I said in the beginning, eat your heart out, Tony Khan. That is how you build it. If you build it, they will come.
Yep.
And you got a big challenge ahead of you because you got a next pay-per-view in Tacoma, Washington. You're going to be the largest arena, the Tacoma Dome, a 20,000 seat arena. I wish you the best of luck in selling that out. But if you don't address it, the WWE is just putting rings around your neck and going around in circles with you and everything else. But hey, it is what it is. It's business, ladies and gentlemen. That's how the WWE does their business. They're marching forward after WrestleMania, after successful WrestleMania. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for us here at Friday Night SmackDown. I want to thank Nick for his time again, for parachuting into the hot seat, ladies and gentlemen. And thank you so much for being a co-pilot tonight. Me and Nick, ladies and gentlemen, me and Nick, or as I like to call him, Nick Woods. Nick Woods and I will return. We will return on Monday night with Monday Night Raw, ladies and gentlemen. And maybe you'll see Nick wearing a green jacket. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it for Friday Night SmackDown. Nick, have a great weekend, a great golf game, and I'll see you on Monday night in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. Thank you all so much for watching Friday Night SmackDown. Have a super weekend. Have a safe weekend. And I'll see you on Monday for Monday Night Raw.
Now with the hottest show in the universe, The Wrestling Experience, with your host, Joe Cole.
Acknowledge me. Coming
at you with all the dope shit, freshest WWE content, and also the AEW. You are now watching The Experience, The Wrestling Experience. Now with your host, Joe Cole.